Hey, what's up YouTubers, Bistro back with another video. Today I'm going to show you how to make the Division style intro in Sony Vegas Pro 13. This works from 8 to 13 and yeah, I did a lot of stuff in After Effects and I made it into like video files that you guys can download, so it's really easy to make in Sony Vegas. Here are the files you need. These are the two big ones. This is some lens dirt that I just got from Google Images, and this is actually some royalty-free footage from Footage Island. Great channel. All the stuff is here, and I'm also gonna link in the description below, to give credit. But it is free to use, so you can use it in your intro. Before we even go anywhere, make sure you download this file, and let me just show you what it looks like. Pretty cool particle effects over here, flash, and then all this stuff, and it fades away. It looks pretty cool. It's actually a two-part done. Anyways, oh, I forgot to mention, I'm gonna link to this page, and the download button is right here. Just click on that and it'll take you over here like so. Alright, let's get started. Open up Sony Vegas. Alright, remember that, download this. First things first, we have to bring in our lens dirt, that's what we call it. And as you can see, it looks like this. So we're gonna need to right click on the footage, go to properties, maintain aspect ratio uncheck, and disable resample. This makes it widescreen like this. We also have to do some color correcting later on. Right now we're just gonna get everything into position because a lot of the stuff needs to be timed correctly. Next thing we're gonna bring in is the plexus parts. Bring that in. They're gonna be in the bottom right now. We haven't added it. Before I go any further, please look at the project video properties and copy them exactly. See, I just messed up right now. It's 920 by 1080. That's the best ratio. Don't need PAL, need 60 FPS. Apply. Okay, now that we have this, we need to go over here to our lens flare and click this little properties button, the compositing mode button. Called it properties. You click on that and you go to add. This makes it it removes the blacks. It makes the black transparent so you can see through it, and then you can look down into this footage. As you can see, this is the cool plexus part. I saw this effect used a lot in gameplay. I thought it looked pretty cool. So luckily we have all this set up. We're just gonna skip through this by holding the edge and go through it all the way until we find them. Until we find the plexus particles going through it. Now that we have this done, we're gonna skip all the way to the end of this footage. Figure out where this donate button comes in, and we're just gonna skip that like so. Okay, now since this intro is 8 seconds long, we're gonna hold control, go at the end of the clip and drag it in. This is basically fast forwarding the footage. So now if we look at this in the background, it's gonna be a little bit faster. As you can see, it's a little bit faster than it was originally. Now that we have this, we're actually gonna right click on this, on the plexus particle stuff in the background, go to properties, maintain aspect ratio, disable resample. This gets rid of any micro blurring that we might have in the background. Okay, now I'm sure a lot of you are waiting for me to change the color of it, so go to video effects and go to color corrector. Let's go to default, and we're going to change the two in the bottom to orange. You can pretty much change this to any color you want, but obviously orange is the color of this game. You might have to, give it a little bit of touch. Oof. You know what? Actually, it will really work out really good right now. Hold up. If we just straight up look at this video clip right here, this is what I did originally. If we just go back to it. If we just go back to the video event FX, if you click this little eyedrop button and you just click this color, it'll actually take the exact color and put it into the video. Super useful. Anyways, we'll color correct all this later. Now that we have that, we're gonna go to our lens. We're actually gonna decrease the opacity because this opacity is just way too high. 30%? No. 40%. 40% is good. It's fine. Anyways, now that we have this, we're gonna right click over here, go to insert video track, and we're gonna insert our particles, our dust particles, our forming stuff right here. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing that we did with this, and we're gonna go to compositing mode. We're gonna do the same thing that we did with the lens. We're gonna go to compositing mode and add. Oof. Add. like I said, this removes the background. Now there's lots of stuff that's going to be changing right now. It might not look like the correct color, but we're going to fix that in post-processing. We're going to go back in here and change the color levels and stuff. Right now we're just getting the basic setup down. Alright, so we're going to seek through this footage and we're going to go to the point until it's furthest away. Like here, I'll give you an example. This right here, this image in the background, it's actually just these straight lines. Alright, now if we were in After Effects, I could have made this into a text, but since Sony Vegas doesn't have that capability, we have to, you know, have some sort of placeholder so you can insert your own text into it. Now, this has a little sphere thing. So if we just look through this footage right now, you can see that there is this little bubble forming right here, right? And this bubble is gonna expand all the way until the edges of the screen. So we have to get to the part where this is the furthest, you know, the furthest this bubble will go. And it's actually, I think this is the furthest it goes. There you go. You're gonna have to eyeball this. Anyways, this is how far it goes. So we're just gonna cut this piece in, and we'll drag this all the way back at the end. Okay, and now we're just gonna go through this, seek through it, and we're gonna cut whenever we can tell what's the real background. So, okay, this part right here, I can tell what this is. This isn't normal text, so we're gonna just cut from here. We're gonna drag the end and push it in like this. Now we have this. Now that we have this, we have to insert our flare. Right click anywhere in the empty space, insert video track, and bring in our orange center flare. Now our center flare needs to form, that looks weird. Why does it look like this? There you go. Like I just right clicked and, you know, right click properties, maintain aspect ratio and disable resample. We're gonna do this for every single clip we have. Actually, I think I forgot to do it with this one. So right click, maintain aspect ratio, disable resample. Okay. Now we have this. We're gonna go to compositing mode for the flare, and we're gonna click add again. Like I said, we're adding stuff so that the blacks become transparent. Now we have to do a little bit of timing work. We have to match the flare. We have to here. Let's make this disappear for a second. The flare has to come in at the end of this clip. So right at about this time, the flare needs to be at its brightest level so we can hide how we're gonna make this disappear. So we can also like push in your text in. So we can also put in your text because the text appears right after the flare. This is so we don't have like really hard introduction or anything like that. So we're gonna right click anywhere again, go to insert video track, right click inside that video track and go to insert text medium, and we're just gonna type in, you know, whatever you want. I'm gonna type in my thing. I don't know what font the Division uses, but I've been messing around with it a lot. Let's see if I can change it to something. I love Alien League. This is a great font. And, you know, I think it goes with the Division too. So we're just gonna go with this. Make it a real nice orange color. This is a good orange color. I'm gonna leave it like that. You can make it smaller a little bit, as big as you want it. Just make sure it's always centered. Also, I think something nice that'll look is maybe if you can add like a white silhouette of something. Like you guys know, the real intro, it has like the guy with the gun and stuff. Anyways, I thought that would look pretty cool. So, like I said, our goal is to make the flash be at the brightest point at the end of this clip. So we're gonna seek through this footage. Just gonna go through it until we find the brightest point. And I think this is actually it. Yep, this is actually the brightest point. Wow, perfect timing. Okay, so now that we have this, we're gonna start our little fade in from here so it's not too hard. We're gonna put a fade into the particle sphere thing. So just go on the very top of that, just gently, you know, give it a little push like so. So if we watch this, we can see as the light gets brighter, the background actually starts to fade away. Oh, let's make this a little longer. Let's watch it again because I don't want to miss anything. Okay, so as the light gets brighter, the background particles start to fade away. There you go. That's perfect. They start to fade away, and then as soon as they're done, your text has already popped in. So only put in your text after the super brightness. And you know what? We have a slight problem, and that problem is our text is too high. So we're just gonna go to pan crop for the text. Actually, you can do a couple things. I can actually make my text bigger, or I can you know, match it up. I'm just gonna make my text bigger. There you go. Okay, now that we have this, we've actually done most of the major stuff for this intro. The intro is only 8 seconds long, so we're gonna bring it in over here, like so. And let's watch this from the beginning. So we can see that all of our layers are set up. We're gonna seek through it. Ooh, damn, that's really fast. And yeah. And you know, in the original one I have the background fade out, which you can do the same thing, but I kind of changed my mind. I actually like it this way with the backgrounds. We're actually gonna do a couple extra things that I did not do in the main intro. Also, another thing I forgot to do is increase the lens. The lens isn't covering half of the intro. So now that we have this, hold up, I want to show you guys my underneath stuff so you guys can, you know, really get a sense of what's going on. The bottom is the plexus, all right? This is the plexus stuff. This is this right here. We changed the color to orange. Next up is this stuff right here. These are the particles, the sphere particles. You guys know how the holograms in the game happen? You know, they pop up and stuff. Well, this is what this represents. That's also orange. So, and it comes in like this. This is the flare. The flare is the thing that flashes and that allows your text to come in, which is on the third track. And then the very top is just the lens to make it look gritty. Alright, one last thing we're going to do is we're going to insert another video track. So right click and insert. We're going to drag that right underneath the lens. Go to media generator and color gradient. Go on this one right here. Put it right here. I love this effect. It looks really cool. Drag the 2 at the end. Click on the 1. And then put the 1 at the 0 position. Right in the center. And now we're just decrease the strength of this to 50%. There you go. Oh man, this looks so cool. Okay, now I know this looks really faded out and stuff. I'm going to work on this in a little bit. But right now we have the basic, you know, the basic thing that we wanted. And this is what we were going for. You can add the cool music too. Like I said, I'm going to leave in the background stuff because I kind of like it. Now we're going to go to File, Render As. This is a 2-part intro. We're going to have to do some color correcting later on. File, Render As. These are my settings. Let's go right here. Type in need prep. I don't know what that means. Save, and we're just gonna render this out. I'm just gonna, you know, sit here and let this happen. So now we just need to do some basic color correcting. We're also gonna add a little bit of a fade effect, I guess. There you go. See that? And the text pops in. Looks pretty cool. Okay, let's just save this to the desktop. Alright, that's good enough. X out of this. We're going to open another instance of Sony Vegas, and now we're going to drag in that render that we just did. This is the same one. New settings change. I'm going to drag this in. This part is really important because it doesn't look that good right now. It looks really faded out and stuff. We're going to right click on the footage, and remember this is the intro that we just made. Right click, properties, uncheck this, and disable resample. Okay, now the real stuff happens. There's some stuff that I did to this that I think made it look better. First of all, we'll go to video effects, color curves. Drag that on here. We're going to crush the lower black level. So here, I'll show you as the changes are happening. Pay attention to this area. I'm crushing the blacks, increasing the lights just a little bit. Okay, So now if we watch this again, okay, now that we have this, we're gonna go to light rays. And I found the moderate light rays look pretty good on here. Okay, that's actually way too bright. We're gonna decrease a lot of this stuff by a lot. Like, we don't want much on here. Okay, wait, this is not doing it. Go with the weak light rays. I'm gonna make these light rays even weaker. I'm talking about real low, just like a hint of it. So this is too much, which is a bit ridiculous. So go for 15. $15 is also too much. What is this? Okay. This is good. Go with this setting. So light rays, weak light rays, and then copy this. Alright. Now we have this. You know, this intro for me is going too fast. So we're going to actually increase the length of this a little bit. We're going to bring it all the way to 10 seconds. So hold down control at the end of the clip and drag it out like this. Now we can watch this again. Now it's going to lag because it's doing some on the fly slow motion. Unfortunately, even my PC, this kind of lag happens. And then bam, this happens. Now, a couple more things that I did. I went to TV simulator, went with the bad sync. It does this, don't be alarmed. Decrease this all the way, scanning phase none, vertical sync. We're going to up all of these for now, but they get dropped a little bit. Decrease all of this stuff. We don't want this to look that bad. I found 0.99 to be pretty good. 0.99. So now if we watch this, the text actually, you know, acts a little digital. You can notice some, you know, motion right here. We're actually gonna go back to our video color effects. Go to color curves. Actually want to make it a little darker, just a hint. I'm gonna increase our lights. There you go. Like I said, this is the, you know, cosmetic work and stuff like that. Just looking at the footage. Pretty satisfied with this right now. I'm pretty happy with that actually. And we're just gonna render this out right now in front of you guys, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Oh yeah, I also added some pan crop movement, and I don't know if you guys want this. I found it unnecessary, so I'm not going to include it anymore. But basically what I did was I went to pan cropped and just moved this around a little bit and added some keyframes. I've done it a lot in my other videos. I don't think it looks that good. I think the TV simulator does the work already. The file, render as, let's do this. No, test intro. Alright. Let's check this out. Should be done rendering in a little bit. And we can all watch together. I know this intro is a little bit more rustier than a lot of my other ones. I just haven't done this in a long time, so yeah. Like I said, all project files will be available in the description below. If you don't feel like going through all this stuff, I'll also make it for you. But you know, you gotta buy it. And yeah, it's rendering in the background. I think it looks pretty decent, especially for Sony Vegas. Maybe I should make another version of this for After Effects only. Maybe. Okay, we're gonna actually watch this right now. Okay. Right click, open with VLC. Alright, so this is the intro that we just made, like right in front of us. and it looks like this. I think it looks really decent. I like the way it looks. I think you guys might like it too. And yeah, one more time, I'm gonna go through it. Background, these particle flares, dirty screen, looks decent. This happens, and bam. I like it. Looks cool. Anyways, thanks for watching. Now, if you guys don't like the here, I noticed something when I was watching this. If you guys don't like the lens flare, you can always remove it. I think it looks fine either way. Or you can even decrease it even more. This stuff right here, you can decrease it even more. Like I said, this looks faded a lot, but that one doesn't. Well, thank you for watching all the way through. If you liked it, leave a like or something. I think my next tutorial is gonna be for a Fallout 4 intro, but I'm still thinking about what to do with that one. So yeah, thank you for watching all the way through, and I will see you guys